Hello, welcome everybody to our second mini tourney show. My name is Ushi Leslie, and I am the program delivery partner for First Lego League in BC and the Yukon. Before we get started, I would like to remind everyone that we are recording this session and that we'll post it on First BC's YouTube channel, so you can watch it at any time later. For this mini tourney, 6 teams signed up and 3 actually supplied files. So well done, teams, for participating, even though this is right in the middle of our regular tournament schedule and very tough to do if you are preparing for other tournaments as well. Can we see the next slide, please? So these are our participating teams. 25220, the Lansdowne Fried Kids from Victoria. We have 56754, Marshmallows from Burnaby. And we have 59201, Brainy Blocks from Victoria. So for this event, Mark Atkinson, Jeff Leslie, and Barry Leslie were our judges, and David Tesh, our referee. Barish Golland is running this show, showing the slides and videos, and the people that are talking today are Mark and myself. Next slide, please. As a reminder, the tasks for each team were to provide a 1-minute project presentation, particularly stating the impact of their solution, which then would be scored with very simplified rubrics, and to provide a 1-minute robot run, which is scored as usual. Points are given for the 5 best presentations and the 5 best runs. In this case, we only have 3 teams. So we have 5 points for the best team, 4 points for the next best, 3 points for the third best. The points of this tournament will be added up with all the other mini tournaments that a team might participate in. And we'll award prizes after the last one. All right, let's start with the project presentations. And we should see the Lansdowne Fried Kids first of all. Please go ahead.
Hello, we are the Lansdowne Fried Kids, and it's January 23rd.
We went to Genesis, which is a place to help people with disabilities, and looked at their drawing robot and got some tips and ideas.
This is the robot's approximate size.
We used a grid on top similar to a 3D printer.
Wow, is that a grid system that can go anywhere on the paper using images that are either loaded or preloaded from a computer?
Yes, that's exactly our design.
Now let us explain how it solves this problem to help people relearn their muscle memories, or help people learn new muscle memories. This works by gently tugging your arm around with fillers. Wrong side.
We also, did you know that the main reason people stop drawing is because they feel bad at it?
This will make learning to draw more easy and more fun, thus encouraging more people to draw. And it's also pretty affordable at the low price of $1,500, based on Canada's estimate of $1,000 for their idea.
Thank you, that is the end. Now you can leave.
Let's hear a few remarks by our judge, Mark.
Yeah, well, I thought Lansdowne Fried Kids had a lot of enthusiasm, and clearly they seem like they're all friends and working together. To be honest, I didn't quite understand what they were building. I mean, I like the idea of helping people draw and build muscle memory to draw, but I was unclear about what the solution that they were building actually was. And my other main point is it seemed a little scattered. It felt like that maybe the video was done in one or 2 takes, and maybe with a little more practice, and just settle down a bit and get serious about it, and try to figure out how you want to present it. And if it doesn't quite look right or fit right the first time, maybe give it another try or 2. But I think maybe the biggest thing for me was just more clarity with the solution and I suppose the problem that they're trying to solve.
I'll add to that I happen to know this team, and I know that the coach was sending an email to all the parents asking whether the kids were allowed to throw their faces. But not all parents saw this email. So some of the kids were able to look directly into the camera because the parents had said yes. The others were trying to hide their faces, which made it a little harder to talk. And yep, that happens. So they live with that. I think they can take it. Let's go on to the next team, the Marshmallows.
That's why we, the Marshmallows, have developed the ultimate music chair. Say what?
The ultimate music chair has been specially designed to help the deaf and hearing impaired enjoy music in a concert setting, such as the Orpheum. It's based on the haptic chair and vibro-tactile flooring.
The haptic chair turns music into vibro-tactile sensations, sensors that pick up the sound and convert it into vibrations, which then get sent through the transducers located in the seat, the back, the armrest, and the handrest of the chair, as well as the foot area, making it an exciting experience for the user.
The transducers convert the vibrations from sound energy into electrical signals, allowing various parts of the chair and floor to vibrate and move according to the music. It amplifies the vibrations from sound, giving a full body experience of music to all users, regardless of their hearing ability.
All right, here for some remarks from Mark.
Yeah, interesting idea. I don't know if that's been done before. Sending vibrations and other, I suppose, tactile sensations to the person through a chair that helps them appreciate music. Certainly a challenge, interesting problem, and maybe a challenge to build something that would do that properly. Looks like a cohesive team having some fun, good enthusiasm, well-defined problem. The other judges that were looking at this were maybe different on opinion on the chair model. Kind of cute, but I thought it maybe could use a little more polish. But great job. Yeah, good project. Interesting to see how this will turn out with a little more polish. Could be really good.
Yeah, and may I add that I thought it was pretty neat that there is this chair and you can actually see this, and maybe it's not all that easy to make a chair out of cardboard like that.
Fair enough. Yeah,
with
you're
all
right.
the legs on it and all these extra sensors or the vibration whatevers, and so I thought it was pretty neat. All right, next are the Brainy Blocks with their project presentation.
Our favorite activity is bouncing on a trampoline. Many people, including seniors, cannot participate due to fear and risk of injury.
To share our passion, we created a VR headset that anyone can wear. The cell phone goes into the front of the VR software that we created to simulate trampoline.
We feel our project has two main impacts to the community. Accessibility. Our creation is a low-cost solution. Anyone can create the headset using cardboard and any cell phone they already own. They only need to purchase special launches, which cost as little as $10. The VR software we created can then be downloaded and played on the headset.
Our second impact is benefiting mental health. Our focus group was the elderly, who told us they would not jump on a trampoline due to risk of injury. Our simulation helps release stress and the fear associated with a trampoline. An interview with the senior told us our solution created a feeling of being young and active again.
Thank you, Brainy Blocks and the eggs and the chickens. And Mark, let's hear some more remarks.
Yeah, that was a really good presentation, and I think we all like the transition of the one person on the team putting on the goggles, and you could see the kind of a video inside the goggles, and it was a nice transition from what am I trying to say here? The speaking about it and then going into the reality of being on a trampoline was really neat. Maybe a little more polish on the speaking parts. I think it helps if you look right at the camera. We can see your eyes. It feels like you're really telling us a message, but really cool idea. I also like that it was it sounds like a fairly simple idea, like making a cardboard VR helmet and using a cell phone. It can be actually pretty effective. I've seen those kind of things being built before. Yeah, really good, interesting project and well put together presentation.
Yeah, I add to that. Yes, I think they did that really nicely. I guess not looking at the camera was partly because they were reading the script.
I thought maybe they were reading, so it's hard to read and look at the same time.
So
but
maybe next
yeah.
time you have to have it all know it all by heart. But yeah, no matter what you do, there's always room for improvement.
That's right. Yeah, that would be my one. Just a thought about looking in the camera. But yeah, really neat. Well done video and good video editing, and looking forward to seeing what else Brainy Blocks does.
Yes. Can we see the next slide, please? So here is what the judges assigned. I should mention that they found that the Brainy Blocks and the Marshmallows were very close. The judges were very close, and the Lansdowne Fried Kids a little bit behind, but not that much. And everybody did a great job. I will be emailing the more detailed remarks of the judges to the teams. And here's another reminder, because one of the teams sent us a video that was a mix of the presentation, the project presentation and the robot runs. Please next time provide 2 different separate videos, one for the project and one for the robot run. It is much easier for us to show this when the videos are separate. All right. Let's go on to the robot runs. We start with the Lansdowne Fried Kids.
It's the 23rd of January, and we are the Lansdowne Fried Kids. And it all fits in here, as you can see. Like that.
Perfect. All right. Get ready. This is when the coach stands on the chair to do the filming. Can you be a little quiet? So the team is putting all the stuff together for their first run. It is taking them a fair time because they haven't done this very much. I mean, they have actually, but it was different people. So they still have to teach each other how to set it all up. But they're getting ready, setting everything up. And are you ready?
No.
Almost.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, Lego. And here's the robot going off, pushing the boat and delivering a whole bunch of audience members. Here they are back in the launch area. And we can all see that they could do with more practice and a helper to attach things and get the next program running. But that can all be improved for next time. So they're setting up for the next mission. And there it goes. Doing the craft creator, pushing the bar. And on to the next mission.
Would be a really good idea. Then it would need 8
You can hear a bit of explanation of one team member to the other. Because they're teaching each other so they can all do all the missions. There the robot did the stage. Now they're starting the robot again and interrupted it and brought it back to the other home area.
I think, why don't you just continue?
And in fact, they're out of time now.
For the fun of it.
But they kept filming anyways because why not? They wanted to see what happened. But they are aware that this won't count. Like this last piece of the run won't count.
We can show the referees later.
So for our own entertainment, we can see the rest of this run. Here they are doing the sound mixer. And with the back of the robot, where they have a second motor, they do the camera. Next setup. Next search for the program, and off they go to do the immersive experience. And that's where it's stuck.
Stuck
Stuck again, so this is the end. to stop it. Okay. Again and again, we don't know if this will count because the robot got stuck, but the walls are up. Oh, we have 2 of these sound mixy thingies up. And we have the camera of the boat in the right position. Now, what we don't know is if these things will not count because they were past 1 minute, but what wasn't past 1 minute was the boat, which was pushed way beyond its line. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 audience members delivered. 2 of our audience members are not orange because 2 got missing at the last tournament, so we had to use other label people.
A thing like this?
In this,
Loading size?
we lost 1 token because the robot was taken over to the other side. We can see that here the little lever is down, and at the stage this has been pushed, and the lights have been done.
Did you break it?
And that's it. Thank you.
So here's what our referee had to say about this run. He said it was a good introduction. It was filmed and showed the small inspection area, like the launch area, which was good. When doing a video run for the equipment inspection, please make sure you describe how many motors and controllers are on the robot and that it meets its size restriction. That said, the video clearly shows the robot in the home area and that it meets the specs. The video was taken in 1 continuous shot, which was good. He said, remember not to pass models or robots between technicians on different sides of the table, because that's not allowed. However, they actually started the robot and interrupted it. And if you do that, you are allowed to, after the interruption to return it to either home area. So that way it was okay. It was a good mini-tourney run, and the total score was 170. And it would have been 200 if the scoring was allowed beyond 1 minute. But for the 1 minute run, it was 170. And by the way, this very last mission that we saw where the walls were up, but the robot was pushing on the lever, that wouldn't have counted because the robot is not allowed to touch the mission model after it's finished. So the extra time after the first minute would only have added 30 points in this case. But again, total score was 170 for the 1 minute run. Now we can go to the marshmallows. And we can see the robot run.
Marshmallows, attention!
Up, down.
Right base, attention!
Up, down.
Jig,
Yes, sir.
yellow jig,
Yes, sir.
no frame.
Yes, sir.
Attention!
Up, down.
Jig,
Yes, sir.
yellow jig.
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, Lego!
Here goes the Spike Prime.
Go home.
Go, go. Craft machine is done, and then the robot zips over to the other side.
Go, go, in.
And is correctly grabbed after it reaches the other home area.
Where'd he go?
Reset up. And we're waiting for the right program. Off it goes to the sound mixer.
Go. Go, good. Good. Go, go, go.
It returns and it's off again. It's lifting the sides. And then a clever way of doing this run, but
Okay, that still works.
Are you videotaping this?
Yes, it still works. Oh, oops, almost.
yes, this is where it ends. So our referee to this run had to say, good camera angle showing the challenge field. For video runs, make sure you show the refs your small inspection. Describe how your robot meets the technical specifications, like the number of motors, the controller, etc., and the height limit. That said, again, the video clearly shows the robot in the home area and it meets the specs. Very good team energy. Good to see the technicians in the correct locations at the table and not moving or passing equipment between the sides. Remember, when doing a video run, it is important that the video isn't edited and that it is filmed in one continuous shot. And at the end of the match, please film the end state of each of the missions so the referee can score the run. For example, in this case, although you attempted the sound mixer mission, I could not clearly see how many levers were up. I'm guessing 2 from looking at the back of the model. Also, I can see some audience members were delivered to a scoring area, but I can't clearly see how many or whether they are completely in the target area, although I'm guessing 3. Then for the craft creator mission, I need to see that the pink latch is pointing down. I'm reasonably sure it is, so I awarded the points for that. Overall, a good run, and the team looks like they were having lots of fun. Total score was 190. That was what the referee had to say, and I personally think it was a really fun idea to do the equipment inspection in military style, where you checked whether you had all the necessary jigs. I thought that was really a great idea. All right, 190 points for this 1-minute run. And we go on to the Brainy Blocks.
Inspection time.
Yep, this clearly fits. And it's not too high.
2, 1, Lego! Lego!
So this is a run with music. There we see the stage changing towards pink. Robot is set up again. And is zipping over to the other side. Here comes the masterpiece model. And we forgot the little audience member. Oh, here's the boat pushed and 1 audience member delivered to the boat area. And they go to the masterpiece museum area. Nicely done. They also managed this flowery mission. And that looks like the end of the run. You can see some of the people in the scoring area, some not quite. This is on pink. The model is in the museum. Flower has been opened. Boat has been pushed. And there's an audience member there too. Good blame. Brainy Blocks. In the future, we need an explanation why the Brainy Blocks have chickens and eggs. It's really nice. So the referee had to say about the Brainy Blocks. Good introduction. Filmed and showed the small inspection, which was good. Again, for video runs, make sure you show the refs your small inspection, describe how your robot meets the technical specifications and the height limit. The video, of course, clearly shows that the robot in this home area is there. Also, remember to show your masterpiece that you delivered in this case, but you're supposed to show that to the referees too in your home area. Good to see the technicians in the correct locations at the table and not moving or passing equipment between sides. Now, having the ambient sound for the match is preferred for video runs, even though the music is fun to listen to. But just hearing the real sound allows the refs to better score for things like gracious professionalism. And during the mission scoring review, it is very helpful to hear the technicians talking about and describing what they were seeing on the board with respect to scoring elements. When launching for the movie set mission, the robot is launched and the technician places an audience member in front of the robot outside of the launch and home area. Unfortunately, this audience member does not score. But apart from that, a great run overall. Well done, Brainy Blocks. And the total score was 205. And if the last audience member had been placed before this, the robot before it actually started, it would have been even higher, but 205 for your 1 minute run. So let's see the next slide. So these are the points earned for the robot runs. We have the Brainy Blocks ahead with their robot score of 205. Marshmallows second, 190. The Fried Kids at 170. So the Brainy Blocks get 5 points for this. Marshmallows get 4, and the Lansdowne kids get 3. I would like to say again that I personally find it super interesting to see these various robots and how many different missions were done. I'll email the referee feedback, but there is, again, a general reminder for everyone. The robot run is only 1 minute, but before the start, show the robot and the dimensions, show the whole table correctly set up, show the masterpiece if you have one, if you're using it. Count 3, 2, 1, Lego, video the entire table, and optional, narrate what the robot is doing. And after 1 minute is up, zoom in at the end slowly, look at all the pieces, explain the mission results, and film everything in one go, not in pieces. So lots to remember. Right, next slide, please. So these are the total points earned today. Our overall winner for this mini tourney are the Brainy Blocks. Yay, Brainy Blocks, 10 points. Followed by the Marshmallows with 8 and the Lansdowne Fried Kids with 6. There we go. Next slide, please. The interesting bit, of course, is that the points for all the mini tournaments are added up. And the overall winner will be at the end of the series of the mini tournaments. So overall, we had all these teams here on the table that participated. And our 3 today moved to the top. The Brainy Blocks to the very, very top with a total of 13 points now. The Lansdowne Fried Kids are close behind with 11. And then it's also pretty close behind. It's the Marshmallows with 8 points. It does certainly help if you participate in several of these events. So keep it coming and you can get lots of points. Even if you don't win individual mini tourneys, you can still add points and add and add and add, and maybe you win an interesting prize at the end. I think it's great that you guys did this and that you managed to provide these videos despite all the stress that's going on right now. We'll see if the stress gets any less, but let's hope for the best. Let's see the next slide. Yeah, thank you, teams. The next mini tourney is in February, this coming month. It's almost February now. And in fact, you can register starting tomorrow, between tomorrow and February 12th. Videos will be needed by February 19, and the show will be on February 24. That will be about a little more than a week before the championship. I will hope to see you back then, plus many more other teams. And there was something I wanted to say, which now escapes me. Well, I guess that concludes our show today. So have a great rest of the day and come back for the next mini tourney. That's it. Bye-bye.